what could I read that's going to help with my mental health? I know it's quite a broad question.
It is. We're not counsellors, we're not practitioners, we're not therapists, but we can have a conversation with people as they come in to better understand the direction they're going into. So if someone comes in and just says, I'm having body dysmorphia, we can have the conversation, which is actually a really big trans piece that come in, because if you're not feeling great within your skin, let's find you a book that really talks about that and makes you think around body positiveness. If you're coming in and you're talking about queer trauma, that happens quite a lot with difficulties coming out to parents and being told we're worthless, which again is a really big one. I think we're probably going to get into a couple of books regarding that in a minute, but there's Brendan did the queer mental health workbook. That's a really positive one, because that does CBT. It does it queer driven, because it looks at things that we're told, things like the echoes of history have told us that queer people are worthless, then they're null to community and we don't want you, and you're going to die of AIDS and HIV. So this kind of looks at some of the things that we've been told and gets us to revalue ourselves, which is really, really positive. But then one of the biggest things that come in when we regard mental health is sex. We're told it's really bad. We're told that we're over sex diverse. We're not sex positive. So people like Meg John Barker, who's a sex therapist, writes Rewriting the Rules. That's a really, really positive book to say, how do we have great conversations with our partners around our mental health and sex? How do we have open conversations to talk about my needs, my desires, my wants? And how do we get that to work with your desires, needs and wants? So there's loads of resources out there depending on where you're coming into with your mental health.